Yeah, we good, we good. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brother Kalaya.
Brother Bayan.
Coming at you with a quick hit. Prior to getting started, we'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and those that endure to the end. All right, and today's lesson was inspired by a fan known favorite in the anime world, Naruto. Alright, I just got into Naruto or whatever, and it's a pretty good series. One thing that stood out to me as a guy named Pain, and there was a scene where he, basically set a well-functioning village upside down, utter chaos, man. Alright, and it came at the snap of a finger. Alright, and that's what's gonna happen, here on the shores of America, right here in our own backyards, okay? Esau Edom has brought pain to the rest of the world, and now it's her turn to receive that same pain. You see, in one quote that he says, all must know pain, okay? He said, all must know pain. And I was sitting there thinking, reflecting on a conversation I had with an older brother this morning. Well, not really this morning, but a while ago, today. And we pretty much was talking, everybody is going through some sort of affliction, whether it be in the body, okay? And even if they're not going through some sort of affliction or problem, they will. Everybody must know pain. You see? Whether you in the truth or whether you a heathen or a 2/3, man.
Yeah, I just had a conversation on the phone. I'm saying what Moses said. I think that's in the book. I'm not even gonna butcher, but Moses talked about pretty much of not being part of having a good time for a short amount of time. Roughly paraphrasing.
Con. I couldn't put my finger on it if
But just anyway, it's you're going to go through something, all right. And
That's
to
right.
imagine that even that you're going through something that is good right now, it's only going to be for a short time. It's not going to last at all. But the time that you might be in your own thoughts, and you might be thinking that, oh man, like I got this job that I always wanted, I got this girl I always wanted, but it's only going to be for a short time. And the Lord might let you have that for a short time just to go ahead and throw that pain on you at the end.
That's right.
That perfect build-up. Because like I said, that the Lord is he's real theatrical with this thing, man. You'll have the perfect story for yourself going on, and all of a sudden, all that shit gonna go to flames, man.
That's right. Being taken right away from you, man. In a blink of an eye, in an instance.
Yep.
All right, and in this particular show or whatever, this guy, unwarranted, nobody knew he was coming, and instantly turned, people's lives 180'd it. He didn't. And I was gonna save this for later, but to hell with it. We're gonna let the scripture speak. I speak about it now, but we'll let the scripture speak right after this.
Yep.
He didn't regard children. He didn't regard the elderly. Okay, woman, young man, nothing.
I gotta get the Ezekiel.
Go ahead, you can grab it real quick, but we're gonna jump back to that Sirach.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, and 4. It says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Okay, and those men that will be getting that mark set on them, not only men, but men, women, and children that believe on the name Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, they'll receive a mark, okay, the mark of exemption, the Dawah.
Yep.
All right, when you go into the blue letter, that word right there for mark is Dawah. All right, these are the people that are basically telling you that the things that are going on in this present world are wicked. All right, there's a wicked ruler. Okay, we aren't supposed to live like the way we're living.
Yeah.
You see, crying and sighing,
Yeah.
not enjoying the things, the wicked nature of this world, but the complete opposite, contrary to this world. Those are the people that's going to receive that mark. And you know, if I may say, we're receiving the pain or the blowback of the world by walking this walk. You see, we're getting a no pain now. Everything has been taken from us. We don't enjoy this world. You see, brothers have lost children, to the world, whether it be through death or the system, wicked ass Eves. You see, brothers have lost houses, family members. So we're experiencing pain now, and our pain will be different than the 2/3 of the world's pain. But nevertheless, we know pain.
If I could say, they always had that saying in the world. Back when Jake was pretty much locked in and working in this system and working for this corruptible crown. What Jake could tell you, hey, your early years in your life, you need to work hard and you need to lock in.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go to school. You need to do this and that and the third. So at the end, that you could just sit back, chill, relax, and retire at 40 years old and so on and so forth. But in another sense, that's what we're doing right now. All right, we're suffering. We're suffering right now, and we're going through all the things that we're going through right now spiritually. Following the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua to the best of our ability. So at the end, that we can get those crowns, man. So we can rule. That's what we're suffering right now. Everything that comes with being an anointing of things.
That's right.
All right, because we know it's something at the end. But
yeah, scriptures tell you, wisdom maketh the wise man mad.
Yeah.
Right? We're upset with the things that are going on in this world.
How long?
We're upset. I wouldn't even say upset. It's not pleasurable to go through pain. You see, we're going through this pain. Sirach 2 and 1 tell you what? Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, prepare yourself to go through pain.
Yeah.
Okay? Hey, this wisdom maketh the wise man mad. We understand the things of this world are contrary to what we believe in, but yet we still have to go through them. Our spirits hate this shit. Our spirits hate seeing adultery, being just like Lot, being vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Yeah, adultery, sodomy.
Yeah. I don't want to get too far off topic, you got it.
Yeah, back to the Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 9 and
5.
I didn't get the end of 4.
Okay.
Set a mark upon the slide. I'm gonna just read 4 again. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house.
That's right, man. First and foremost, the Lord is going to start with those that know better, those who are in the know, who still choose to do wrong. Right? We all should know, what sort of actions, the Lord is talking about, man. Using brothers for money, okay, for filthy lucre's sake, teaching things that aren't true, not according to the scriptures, all right, and so on and so forth. Okay. Then it also went into what? The Lord not sparing none. All right. Oh, just because you're a cute little baby, nah, you got to go. Okay, back to the spirit world with you. Oh, grandma, you choose to, nah, you wicked, you got to go.
The candelator.
Yeah, she baked the best cookies and shit. What, the dude famous, the famous Amos, he just got put up. So the hell with all that, man. The Lord don't spare old, young, women, child, okay, none of that. Right? And like I said, everybody must know pain. Okay? They tell you in Sirach the 9th chapter that if you don't, you gonna get this work.
Yeah.
You gonna get this work.
GMS, he gonna get this work.
At whether it be the old fashioned way, which how we doing it, putting our hand to the plow and actually, getting after this thing, or through death, because you're gonna come through the loins of a righteous man. This the last carnation. You see, so this the only time you're gonna be able to put your hand forth and work.
What did it say? Jake turned, get down and lay down.
Yeah. So you're gonna get this understanding one way or another. But that was it in Ezekiel?
Yeah, Ezekiel.
Come.
We went to Sirach.
Please.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25. It says, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
That's right. So in a day of prosperity, which is likened unto times today, you got people that are still prospering, people that are still able to, put cash to the side and go on vacations. Shit is not too hard right now. All right, so they forget affliction.
Yeah.
They forget that struggling is a real thing.
Yeah.
You got some people that have never struggled because they've floated off the wealth of their families. You see?
What it says in the time of Noah when they was partying and giving into marriage?
Yeah. Come on, they had no idea that the Lord was gonna flood the earth, man, and kill everybody but 8 people.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 25 again. It says, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
All right, so the Lord gave you 2 terms. You see, you had on one term, you forget affliction, but then the complete opposite, you forget prosperity when you're in the midst of affliction.
Mm-hmm.
You see? You forget that, man, because you living in the present. Jake don't understand that shit, man. Go ahead.
It says, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
So we're coming into a time where the Lord say the coming of the Lord shall be I don't want to say the wrong thing. It says I know exactly where it's at. Real quick, we coming into a time where it's gonna be mass death, mass destruction. You see? Let me get this real quick. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and 1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. Well, that was the point. We starting to get into the nuclear missiles right there, but that's the point, man. The day of the Lord is a great day of darkness, of heavy gloominess. You see, mass death. All right. So it said, what up?
It says, for verse Sirach 11 and 26, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
That's right. So what you sow is the same thing you're gonna reap, man. If you planted seeds that's gonna reward you with the fruit of death, those are the fruits you're gonna eat at the end when it's time to harvest, man. Okay? It's not rocket science. 1 + 1 gonna always be 2. You're not gonna plant wicked seeds and receive a righteous fruit. You see? So, nevertheless, the Lord says it's an easy thing. He ain't got to do too much. We talking about the power that governs the earth and the heavens, man, in the palm of his hand. You see? Go ahead and get that last little bit for me. 27.
Verse 27. It says, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end, his deeds shall be discovered. Salakia.
So, all it takes is a smooth hour. And for some of you, because we're dealing with weak men now. We're dealing with men who aren't even really men, they're males. All right, outside of the elect. All right, all these other guys are just males. All right, you have some guys who are austere and shit.
I wouldn't even give them that. They might as well just be what they call it, non-binary. They don't even make no sense.
All they do is hold the X and Y chromosome. That's it. But nevertheless, hey, for some of you men, it's not gonna be that hard to break you. And the Lord know that. You writing a check that with your mouth that your ass ain't gonna be able to clear, man. You know, they got a lot of people that come against the apostles, the body in itself. You know, talk spicy to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. He's just reserving, you know, the wicked for the day of wrath. That's it. You had something you want to bring up?
I mean, you walking straight into that Jeremiah 30.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
It's the Jeremiah 30 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child."
So the Lord, that's a rhetorical question. Can a man have a child? And I ain't talking about on no scientific Edomite, you know, mystery lab shit. You know, an actual man, a biological man, can he have a child? And we all know the answer. The answer is no. Go ahead.
And look, in the NLT it says, "Now let me ask you a question. Do men give birth to babies? Then why do they stand there, ashen face, hands pressed against their sides like a woman in labor?"
Yeah, and you're gonna have men like that. You know, you're gonna have men. You're gonna swear that a baby about to pop out.
Come on, man.
Niggas gonna be wailing, snot coming out their damn nose.
Shitting.
Hey, men gonna
Brother,
lose their bowels, brother.
That's part of it, brother. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. You know, Jake not too into the baby, you know, but it come to my understanding that when women in labor, that sometimes they be shitting, man. They be pushing out the baby, but they might just be shitting. But just that pain that they just gotta push, you know.
Yeah, they just pushing.
They just pushing. But needless to say, come on, man. Like the elders say, man. Jake, in that day, Jake gonna be tearing up some draws, man.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a hell of a time, man.
You know, and that's the whole purpose for me, pretty much, you know, wanting to go into this, because you got certain men that can't stomach just simple things in life, man. You know, death, the smell of blood. You know, what's gonna happen when we face with all of these things? Okay, when things are, because it tell you in the book of what is that? 1 John, that the elect will be scarcely saved. We're gonna be in the midst around these things. We're gonna see these things. We're gonna smell these things. Death at first hand. Okay. We're gonna have to cross over. Maybe a dying child. You know, whatever. Seeing somebody getting ate up by a pack of dogs. You know what I'm saying? And it's imperative that men get in that spirit of you know, pretty much you have to ask the Lord to put you in that spirit. It's nothing that you can physically do to get in that spirit, man. You got to pray to the Lord, and that's why it's imperative that we rely on the Lord, because we're going to need a godly sense of confidence. All right? Con meaning wit, and fidence going into fidelity. You see? All right? Going into faith, with faith.
Yep.
All right? We're going to need a godly sense of faith in that day. All right? This is nothing. This is not like no movie or a video game. All right? You're going to actually be in the midst of these things. Millions of people laying flat out in the street.
Yep.
You know? Concentration camps, walking people to get put in a gas chamber, put in the guillotines,
Yep.
firing squads. You know? These are things that are said to come, said for us to see these things. Now, but Baba Shah, I only have 2 left. I know you do have something. Let off whatever you want to go.
Yeah,
let it off.
Just one more. Again, going into the point with Jeremiah
Yes.
37. It says, "At last," this is back in the KJV. It says, "At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the times of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it."
Yeah, and that he going into what? The elect, man. All right? He shall be saved out of it. Okay? The Lord is going to allow certain men, women, and children to it's gonna be like I love that movie, man, War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. You remember that joint?
Yeah.
Hey, he was running through them, people getting zapped in front of him, behind him, on the side of him. And everywhere he went, it just looked like a path was cut out. You know, there was people in his way. They got zapped. He had to go straight through that, man. He was in the midst of the destruction. You see? And I ain't talking about the nukes and shit, but with the things that were going on, because, you know, according to prophecy, the elect will be beamed up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? For in the midst of the destruction as far as the nuclear missiles, the ICBM nuclear missiles. But the other things, Gurkha troops, Blackwater, the Blue Hats, you see, NATO troops. There gonna be things going on, man. Race riots, crazy people.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah, the crazies, man. But that was it right there?
Yeah, and then Jeremiah.
Salakia. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'll have one more for you. This is another precept.
Yeah, no problem. You got it.
You want? This is the book of Isaiah 13. I think this was another one that you was talking about, because you did say Isaiah.
Come.
But it's similar when it's talking about the woman in labor. Another analogy of that. This is Isaiah 13 and 6. I'm going to read it in NLT, be a little bit more clear.
Come.
It says,
read it in the KJV first.
Then in
NLT.
This is Isaiah 13 and 6. It says, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
And before you go on, I just want to break it down a bit. It says all men's hands shall be faint in that day. Alright, you got certain men that, and I'm talking about the prepper world. Alright, you got certain men that are preppers that are preparing to, and that's crazy, and I'll tell you this dream after we get off the joint and everything. But I had a dream about that last night, and I guess that what got me in this, sense of mode, because in my dream, it just was, people were experiencing real fear in the dream. You got men that are gonna, that didn't put their life savings into preparing for what's to come.
Yeah.
They got all the newest technology as far as weaponry, home defense systems, the biggest guard dogs. They didn't train their dogs in other languages and shit, to be protectors, okay? Shit of that nature. Got the souped up cars that can withstand bullet fire. All right, but these men will be afraid as well. Okay. Go. You want to say something?
I had that. That was. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah. You got men that are banking on everything that they have accumulated just for this time that we're talking about, this very time, all right? And it's gonna be because they're gonna get down. You got people that's gonna veterans and things like that. They're familiar with war, all right? They're gonna be getting down, but even this will trump their mind, all right? The mindset that they put themselves in, okay, to be prepared for this. We're talking. I got the Daniels, but the brother brought out the Jeremiah 30 and 7. All right, this is a day like no other. There's never been another day like this. All right, and while you find that, I'll grab this Dan. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 2, verse 14. It says, therefore the flight shall perish from the swift, and the strong shall not strengthen his force. Yes. Neither shall the mighty deliver himself.
Let's go.
Neither shall he stand that handled the bow. He that is swift of foot shall not deliver himself, neither shall he that rideth a horse deliver himself. And he that is courageous among the mighty shall flee away naked in that day, saith the Lord.
Yeah, and the Lord's saying that. Because the Lord gonna put the spirit on, you know, these preppers and shit to get active. They gonna get active.
Mm-hmm.
But how long that's gonna they can't prolong that feeling or that mindset, because guess what? This a day like no other.
Yeah.
So they gonna be in a mind state of, they're gonna realize this, I can't get out of this.
Yeah.
No matter what I do, I can't get out of this. We know that they can't get out of this. We know we can't get out of this. So our minds don't have to stretch that far to be like, how long is this gonna? Now we understand through prophecy certain things gonna happen, and once we start seeing these things happen, like I tell you in 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter in the 1st verse,
Yeah.
measure thou the times diligently.
Yeah.
All right, that's why the scriptures tell you all of these hints, man. All right, the book of Isaiah going into knowledge, wisdom, and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Why would we need to be stable?
Right.
Because it's gonna be utter chaos there. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna need all of these things that these are the things we're accumulating, storing in our la'ah. You feel me?
Yeah.
For specifically for when the Lord take that spirit off these dudes and shit, they're gonna go haywire.
Yeah.
Some of them gonna try to kill themselves,
Yeah.
kill their family members. You see? Oh, I don't want you to suffer. Come here, Billy.
Yeah.
You know, you saw it in the movie The Mist.
Yeah.
At the end of The Mist, you know, it was creatures and shit, and he thought it was over. He ended up killing his whole family. Well, the people that he had, the woman and his son, and guess what? It was just finna be over.
Yeah.
You know, so shit, man. These are the times that we're coming into. You know.
If I could say too,
Go ahead.
Pretty much what you were just going into, you know, even with these preppers and all the shit that they got going on, yeah, it might last a couple of days, you know.
Yeah.
But again, what they're doing, they're prepping carnally,
Mm-hmm.
you know, through the carnal. Because like I said, what it says, I believe that's in the Romans, that it talks about that
I go.
spiritually, but the kind of like, let me get it.
I think I know.
Warfare
what you're talking
spiritually
about.
and carnally.
They also got another one in
Carnal. Oh,
Titus, I believe. They got one in Titus too.
Salaka.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. You could paraphrase it, you know, go into. I know exactly where you're going with it. Ward carnally or something like that.
Oh, here you go. That was Corinthians, Salaki. 2 Corinthians 2.
Uh,
10 and 4.
you said 10 and 4?
Yeah.
I got you. I'm right here.
First, 2 Corinthians 2 and 10 and 4.
This 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 3, and it reads, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Yes.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds."
Come. And like I said, we don't put our faith in the weapons of anything with dealing with carnality. All right?
Right.
Everything that we're doing and we're prepping ourselves with is spiritually. Okay? So, like I said, while they going and prepping to get the bunkers and so on and so forth, and they thinking that's what's going to hold them.
Yeah.
Nah, we're thinking spiritually, because we know as long as we stay 144% in that spiritual mind, doing everything in the will, how about Shemi Al-Shai, you know, eventually this thing gonna fall, and you know we're gonna be saved. Thus said the Lord.
God.
All right.
I just have one more just to back up the point, that Daniel 12 and 1. And it reads, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble that same Jacob's trouble, all right, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. All right, what book is that talking about? The book of life. You see, all right, it's gonna get so crazy that the archangel Michael is gonna have to stand up for the elect, man. All right, the 144,000 and the innumerable multitude, man. You see, the 1/3. Michael would have to stand up. You see, so you know, this is what we have coming, man. And I was gonna say, you know, not to put fear in nobody, but scriptures tell you, hey, we convince men if you can grab that through the terror of the Lord. Just search that up, terror of the Lord. It's in the New Testament. I forget exactly where it's at. We persuade men.
Yeah.
Paul said that. You feel me? Because that's what we do, man. All right, Jake got to have a fear of the Lord, man. All right, Jake, don't be fearing the Lord, man. You know, but let me know when you got it. You just run with it.
2 Corinthians 5 and 11.
Come on.
I'm on it. This is like this is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. It says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto Yahweh Shem Shai, and I trust. Yeah, slightly. 2 Corinthians 5 and 11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto Yahweh Shem Shai, and I trust also are made manifest in our consciences.
Yeah, so you know, through the fear of the Lord, man, we persuade men. And the only way to persuade men is through what? Because Jake don't understand, you know, just talking, man. We got to bring out, you know, the blood, guts, and ass that the Lord do, man. You know, those are the things that are gonna get Jake to get their mind right. You feel me? Jake ain't just gonna do it. You can't just talk smooth to Jake. You know, look at the pastors. Jake will go on Sunday, and that, man, there's a song that a guy that we listen to, Jimbo. You know, this dude say he do what? Go to church Sunday, then he right back in the trap house on the Monday.
Yeah.
That's wicked as hell. You know, so the smooth don't work. The Lord got to put belt to ass. You know.
If I could read the NLT real quick.
Yep. Just
above this it has a title on it. It says, we are God's ambassadors. It says, because we understand, 2 Corinthians 5 and 11 in NLT, because we understand our fearful responsibility to the Lord, we work hard to persuade others. God knows we are sincere, and I hope you know this too.
Yeah, so, you know, an ambassador is the one that the Lord sent, just like on 300, that the Lord sent before his appearance have to, you know, for he have to send, you know, the mercenaries in. You know, those angels, Yahushua, because he gonna send Yahushua. It's just like on 300.
Yeah.
What King Leonidas did, he killed Xerxes' ambassador, kicked them in the hole.
Yeah.
The famous Sparta kick, you know. And what Xerxes did, he sent the whole kitchen sink at them.
That's an act of war.
Yeah, that's an act of war.
You don't kill a messenger. The messenger's just there handling business. You kill a messenger, like I said,
it's on.
liable to throw everything at you.
It's on, man.
And that's what they're doing spiritually right now.
Yeah.
We the messengers, and they right here slapping, you know, scoffing.
Man, let me get this.
You know,
this will be the last one. We can go all night.
Scoffing and, you know, drive by scoffers, and you know what they just had, the Becky that came up there to the brothers.
Yeah.
Doing that stupid stuff, man.
For clout, for content.
Come on, man. Yeah, you messing with the messages. So now you putting yourself in a place of active war that's coming from Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
This the last one I have. This 2nd Esdras 1 and 32, and it reads, I sent unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood will I require at your hands, said the Lord.
Come.
That's simple and plain.
Yes.
They did it in the ancient world, and it's prophesied. Shit, they did it to our Lord.
Come.
You see?
Yep.
Servant is not above his master. We got, some men gonna have to go through death.
Come.
You know, some men will be beheaded. You know? And you know, it's just what it is. Like the brother says, that's an act of war. Right? You brothers already see they restricting you from downloading videos, cutting brothers' videos, giving brothers strikes for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, soon they're gonna turn physical, and that's when the law gonna start getting active, bro. But nevertheless, law willing, the point has been made, all right, and everybody will know pain, whether it be through the truth or whether it be physically.
Yep.
Any other closing remarks?
Good, brother.
Khan. So without further ado, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
And Abba Baba.
Abba, Abba.